working on Excel, GMetrix, Multi-Project 3. We're currently on Project 7 called Forest Nursery. Task 1 asks us to go ahead and change the tab of Q1 sales to green. So with this in the chart, we're going to go ahead and right click that tab. We're going to go to tab color, and it's a standard color. So we'll select green. We'll click mark completed. Task 2 asks us to go ahead and rename sheet 2. So what we're going to do is double click this sheet until you see the text highlighted, and we're going to go ahead and capitalize suppliers and type in that word with the S. We'll go ahead and hit enter. We'll click mark completed. Task 3 asks us to go ahead and go back to the Q1 sales. And what we're going to do is insert a header. Specifically, it tells us page 1 of question mark, so that is key. We'll go ahead and click the insert tab, go to the header and footer, and it's actually not going to be this section right here. You're going to click header, the header drop down, and click page 1 of question mark, and I'll go ahead and put that in for us. We'll go ahead and click mark completed. Task 4 asks us to go ahead and go back, or we're still on Q1 sales. We're going to copy from A8 to E13. So we'll go ahead and hit Control C, or if you want to hit copy up here. And it's going to have us paste this in the seedlings sales worksheet. And it tells us we're pasting it beginning at A8. But the key word here is transpose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cursor in A8. I'm going to right click here. And if you look here, you have paste options. And what we want to do is transpose. If you're not sure, hover. That way you select the correct pasting option. We'll go ahead and click mark completed. Task 5 asks us to go ahead and go to the small tree sales sheet. And what we're going to do is remove the table formatting from here. So with this table selected, we have Table Tools Design. And what we want to do is in the tool section, click Convert to Range. We'll click mark completed. Task 4 asks us to go ahead and go to we're still on this worksheet, but what we're going to do is insert a function, and it doesn't tell us which one, but it tells us that it wants the smallest value. That is the min function. So we'll type min, click go, and we'll double click here. And careful on your range. It needs to be F9 to F18, and we'll click OK. We'll click mark completed. And notice that right here the formula brought the smallest value recorded, which is the last one. And task 4 asks us to go to the Q1 sales, and if you still have this text selected, go ahead and hit the escape key to remove the copy part. And it's telling us that we want to select this group of trees and their months. So what we'll do is we'll select from A8 all the way to E11, and with that text selected, or those cells, we have the quick analysis right here, and we're going to click that. We'll click charts, and we're going to click the first clustered group. Alright, now there's a bunch of things that it wants us to do to this chart before we click the mark completed button. So the first thing is that we want to do is apply the style 14. So here in the chart styles, we'll click the drop down box, we'll click style 14. The next thing it wants us to do is to select the monochromatic palette 7. So we're going to go ahead and click change colors, and right now we're in the chart tools design tab, and it's this. If you're not sure, hover. And then the next thing it wants us to do is apply a quick layout. So in the chart layouts, and we'll hover. This is 2. And then finally it wants us to place this in a different worksheet. So with that selected, we'll right click on it. We'll click move chart. We can also select that here on the design tab. It tells us that it needs to go into the seedling sales chart worksheet, and we'll click OK. Now it tells us that it wants us in the upper left hand corner, so let's go ahead and click and drag that over. We'll click mark completed.